batten down the hatches, we're setting sail on another Marella cruise. We're off on Marella Explorer 2 and it's our first time on this lovely ship. Or is it?
Through there, on deck 5 forward, was where I used to live.
Ooh, interesting. We're on the Adriatic Delights Cruise 2025 and honestly we've been blown away as...
This has got to be one of the most beautiful places we've ever been to.
If you don't know us, I'm Rachel, he's Wills and we are Postcard and a Pint. So join us for a stunning ship. More lakes and mountains than you can shake a stick at, and we even tried an airport hotel this time. How's that been, Rach?
We're already thinking this is the way forward. The airport is just there. I feel like I've had a night's sleep. Airport hotels, definitely the way forward.
Cheers, Holiday Inn. Now let's get us to Dubrovnik. Manchester Airport was still very busy for 4 a.m. on a Thursday morning, but it was really efficient and in no time at all, we were on our plane. The flight was smooth and much shorter than we'd anticipated. I read my book and Wills watched Wicked. And just under 3 hours later, we were in Dubrovnik. We usually attach our cabin labels now, as we don't trust them not to rip off in flight. Then we made our way outside and all the cases were loaded into these vans. Welcome letter in hand, we were on our way. Don't stress about any part of this operation. There are so many TUI staff around, you really can't go wrong. It's about a 30-minute drive from the airport to the ship, and your transfers are all included. And there she is, the Marella Explorer 2. Check-in was then explained to us. We showed our passports, picked up our cruise cards, and look who was in with us today, Marella Explorer. We did a cruise on her 2 years ago. All in all, it was a swift experience. Now let's get on board. Wills?
We've just got on board. We're just going to see if our room is ready. Hopefully we'll be able to dump our bags, then we'll go get something to eat.
This time we were deck 9 forward, as far forward as you can go. How's the room?
Well,
It's almost ready.
oh wow.
Actually, it's fine. It's normal.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes, we were happy. Tell us more, Rach.
The cabin's not quite ready, but they say we can leave our hand luggage in it. We're going to go explore the ship.
And what does everyone do when they've got up at 3:30 a.m. and got to the ship at noon? That's right, they go to the buffet and get stuck in. What are we having today then, Wills?
We've come to the marketplace for something to eat. Both unhealthy. Don't think it's going to last that long, but hopefully.
It really was. Now it's just after midday. What's next on the agenda?
We're going to get ourselves acquainted with our new home. First off, we're on deck 15 and it's the mini golf.
I present to you Tiger Woods. Or should that be Tiger Should Not? Come on, the hole's big enough. Oh my days, this could be the longest ship tour we've ever done. Come on, you daft cow. Every Marella ship has its own animal, and Explorer 2's is the cow. Explorers behind us is the duck, and where are you now? At the bar, of course you are. Coke for me, beer for Wills. This exploring is thirsty work. Next up, it was time to check in at our muster station.
We've just mustered and our muster station is the theatre, which is where I used to work. It's really strange being back here again. I've not been here for lots of years. I'm not going to tell you how many exactly, but so weird.
Yes, a very long time ago, I was a production show dancer on this very ship for 10 months and danced on this very stage. It was strange being back. When I was on it, it was Celebrity Century and aimed very much at the American market. She's now Marella Explorer 2 and is aimed completely at the British market. So quite a bit has changed. I mean, she even has a pub now.
We've stopped at the Squid and Anchor, which is the ship's pub, stopped for cheeky beer, cheeky wine, and we're having a fab time, and we're just having a nose about and deciding what we're going to do next.
Carry on exploring, of course. This way. It was fun exploring this ship once again, and the memories came flooding back. Down and down we went until we reached deck 5 forward.
Through there, on deck 5 forward, was where I used to live. Now, I hope there's a nice cruise director on and I hope we can go and see it. Not holding my breath, though, but this is weird.
It certainly was. And then our cases arrived.
We're all unpacked. Everything fits into our cabin. There's lots of space. Love it. We're now off up to poolside for a little relax because today has been one long day.
Yep, we were due a little sun and pool time. Marella Explorer 2 is an adults-only cruise ship. We'll say cheers to that. Then it was the evening.
That was a lovely little relax up by the pool. We even got in a jacuzzi.
Ooh.
I'm enjoying not having kids on this
me
ship.
too.
The pools are definitely more accessible. Anyway, little shower, scrubbed up, going for a drink, something to eat, maybe a quiz and a show.
First stop, deck 6 midship and the aperitif lounge. And we met...
Hello, I'm Gilbert A. Condino from Marella. Welcome to Marella Explorer 2, and I'm working here in Aperitif Bar.
Cheers, Gilbert. It was lovely to meet you. Over to you, Rach.
First stop tonight, the Aperitif Lounge. Really like it in here. We said when we were walking around, this one had the vibe. As you've just seen, we've met a lovely, lovely waiter called Gilbert. I think he might be our go-to guy this week. Cheers.
Cheers indeed. Now for dinner, and we played it traditional tonight in the main dining room, latitude 53 on deck 5 aft. This is all included in your cruise fare, and we thought the food and wine was excellent. What are you eating, Wills?
It's a bit weird. It's kind of cucumber and lettuce with mushroom and stuff and peanuts and chilli sauce. It's really, really good.
I rocked back to the 80s with prawn cocktail. Wills went cauliflower curry, whilst it was sea bass for me. Are you two going to be having pudding? Of course, it was coffee Sundays all around. I thought you two were being healthy.
Sunday on a Thursday, who'd have thought?
This Thursday feels like it should be a Sunday, we've been up so long. What's next? A quiz in the Squid and Anchor. Were you any good? Oh dear, but never mind, soon we can sail our worries away. Next up, it's back to my old haunt and a show. But first up, a welcome from the cruise director, Davey.
Thank you very much, everyone. A very good evening. Thank you so much for joining us down here in the Broadway Show Lounge. But I've noticed a few new faces out there this evening, so give me a quick cheer. Who just arrived today?
Then showtime.
Broadway Show Lounge, please put your hands together for our Explorer to showcast in movies.
They did a great job, and they work a whole lot harder than I ever did. Straight after the show, they're up poolside for the sail away party. I was proud of us. It was 11 p.m. and we were still up. But then the inevitable happened. We crashed, we burned, and we had to go to bed. Well,
End of the night. What a long day it's been. I'm just going to fill up my water bottle from one of the water filling stations, and that's probably it. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Day 2.
Morning! That was an amazing night's sleep.
Slept okay, didn't we?
Yeah, there's something to be said for a blacked out room or possibly a 20-hour day the day before that makes you sleep like a baby.
Indeed.
We both feel amazing today. I think we're up for some breakfast in the restaurant.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Mile with a smile. There's at least 3 quizzes on today. We're not going to do them all.
Chat with the captain.
Yeah, a chat with the captain that we quite fancy. So plenty to do. Come and join us for a day at sea.
Morning, latitude 53, and what's it to be today? A lovely fruit salad and avocado on toast for me. Then pancakes and toast for Wills. So double carbs, eh, lad? Lovely. All fueled up, it was time for morning trivia.
Alright, here's question number 11. What is the unit of measurement for the intensity of sound?
As Wills is a sound engineer, we actually knew that one. Sadly though, we didn't win. It was an average 13 out of 20. Never mind, moving on. What's next, Rach?
We went to do our mile walk up on deck 14, but it was sort of loads of sunbeds. It felt kind of a bit uncomfortable walking while everyone was sunbathing. I think if you want to do it on the jogging track, get up really early and do it before breakfast. We've come down to deck 6, 7, and we're going to do a few laps to do a bit of walking down here, which is nearer the ocean, which is nice.
We do love being at sea, especially when the sea is as calm as this. We did do a few laps, I promise, but there's nothing nicer than stopping and looking out over the side. We do find the pool area a little bit busy for us, but there's always plenty going on. Next up, there was a film and sport memorabilia sale. This wasn't for me, but guess who went along? Please tell me you didn't buy anything.
The only one I'd be interested in is the Grease one, John Travolta. When I was younger, Grease was one of my favourite films, probably still is to be honest, next to E.T. And I thought John Travolta was so cool as Danny. Apart from Shakin' Stevens and the Fonz, he was probably the coolest person I knew. But 125 quid for a signature? Don't think so, can't afford it. Cool though.
Thank the Lord for that. Next up, it's an audience with the captain.
And Captain Richard. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us.
It was so interesting to hear their stories. This is Elizabeth, the hotel director, and my favourite person by the end of this cruise. Quick waterfall selfie, a browse through the shops, and it was lunchtime. We decided to try Nonna's Italian today. That's the face of someone who ticked pineapple for his pasta. Thankfully, the chefs can spot an idiot at 100 paces and cooked him an edible dish. It all looks lush, guys. Now give us your review of Nonna's.
That was a lovely lunch at Nonna's. I'm amazed it wasn't busier. It's only small. It's very tucked out of the way. We knew about it from looking at other YouTube videos, and even knowing about it, still almost missed it. It's next to Scoop's ice cream. So top tip, get there, do your own pasta. It was really, really lovely. Now we're going to go out on deck 6, I think, in the shade, read our books for a little tiny bit. Going to keep that pasty Welsh skin out of the sun a little longer.
There's nothing nicer than lying on deck watching the endless horizon. A little later we did move poolside, but had to settle for lounges on deck 12. Here there was live music, and you can go for a swim. By 4 p.m. we'd managed to get poolside. After a few swims, it was back to the cabin. And what's this? It's only a towel squid. It must be time for another series of Towel Animal Takedown. Squid looking all that. Squid looking flat. One day we'll grow up. I do hope not.
That was an absolutely lovely afternoon. I think we got a bit of sun.
Just relaxing. We never relax.
We did manage to relax for a couple of hours. Anyway, tonight is Dress to Impress night. That's one of the reasons we love Marella. You don't have to. And I'm impressed we got this dress, to be honest.
If you've seen our videos, you know we don't dress to impress that much.
We do scruff. So I'm impressed with us. We're not all glitz and glam. We don't do the sequin thing.
I could do with a bit, with an iron, I think.
There's an iron in the cupboard, mate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But anyway, we're off now. We're going to do the main dining room again tonight. And I think we've got one of the showcasts by the piano, doing
Something
a
like
set
that.
in flute. Might get a drink from our little friend. We had Gilbert yesterday.
I think also there's the captain meet the senior officers and all that in the theatre.
Introduce that.
We've got the show.
A cheers to the voyage, and then the show's Rockology.
Yeah. I've seen it before, it's okay.
It's all right. It's a bit musical theatre, people doing rock, but that's okay. That's what they're hired as.
We'll tell you about that another time.
And let's see where the night takes us.
Ooh.
First up, the male vocalists in flutes. We stayed for a short while. Went through aperitif, but no Gilbert tonight. We avoided having our photo taken, but we did stop for a little chat.
Yeah, hello guys, what's up? Please subscribe this guy. See you.
What a happy Marella fella. Now, what's on the menu tonight? Cheese balls, liver pâté with a poached egg, steak au poivre all around, mine beautifully medium, Will's very well done. And are you having dessert? Of course you are. Banana split all around. You two are going to be round if you keep this up. Then we caught the sunset before we headed to the theatre.
Wine, lager, beer, a couple cocktails.
It's very civilised, isn't it?
Very civilised indeed. Cheers. Now bring on the captain.
Good evening. Good evening. Are we well? Yes. Excellent.
The captain then brought out his first officers. There were some quick introductions, a quick game, and then we toasted the voyage.
But of course, the lady that's taken us there, Marella Explorer too. Cheers.
Broadway Show Lounge, please show your appreciation for Captain Richard and his senior officers.
Showtime! Now, if you're Wills and you knew all these bands in their day, then you might not like this. But for me, personally, I prefer to watch people who are not only talented, but look like they also have a daily wash. Well done, guys. We really enjoyed that. And look at this. It's dark and we're not in bed. We walked past the movie Under the Stars, but is this the night we're going to partay? What's going on, Rach?
We're sat on the back deck. It's called the Terrace. It's very strange. It's unlike Marella Explorer. There's no bar out here. I think if there was, it would be absolutely teeming. It's kind of a help yourself little drink station, which is nice as well. Without the bar, it lacks the atmosphere. But without the bar, it's also loads quieter. So we are one of 3 couples out here. It's a beautiful, balmy evening on the Adriatic, and we love it.
Okay, so you're not dancing the night away, but you've made it to 11 p.m. Diane, where to next?
I can't get no. Hey.
That's Junior, and we're now in the Indigo on Deck 12 Forward, or the ship's nightclub. It's 11:30, get us! Who's up next?
Don't get me wrong. If I'm looking kinda dazzled.
It's only Alice from the collective. The rest of her band are in the production show tonight. So is this it? Are you off to the casino to party hard?
Top day today, top night. Can't wait for tomorrow.
Of course we're not. It's midnight and we turn into pumpkins. Night night. It's day 3, and where are you?
Morning! We're in Koper today, and I am so excited. Ever since we discovered YouTube as a TV channel and started watching travel vlogs, this place, I'd never heard of it before, had popped up, and today is the day we are off to visit Lake Bled. It just looks stunning.
Looks sort of fairy tale like, doesn't it?
Yeah, oh, I'm so excited. And hopefully being up in the mountains, it'll be a little bit cooler. It's actually quite nice now. We've just had a buffet breakfast. It was delicious. I had fruit, you had...
I had sausage and bacon and beans.
And we've got about 20 minutes before we need to go meet our bus. It's going to be a fantastic day. Come along with us.
As always, the organisation was excellent. Our bus was found, and what's the name of the guide, Wills?
Her name is Mrs. Snow White Christmas. How cool's that?
Well, that was the translation from Slovenian.
So far, it's been a really pleasant trip. We've been going just over an hour. We've stopped at a service station for people to have a wee. We're fine at the minute. And our guide's been really interesting. We've learned a lot about Slovenia, and we're going to have a cream cake on Lake Bled, which apparently you've not been to Lake Bled until you've had this creamy, poofy square cake.
The traffic got a little busy around the capital, but the scenery we saw from the window was absolutely breathtaking. We arrived at Lake Bled, and our first activity was to be a boat ride across to Bled Island. The boats are called pletna. The tradition of these boats dates to 1590, when Emperor Rudolf II granted locals the right to transport pilgrims to the island. The right to operate a pletna was passed down within the local families in the village. To this very day, only certain families in Bled have the right to run the pletna boats. The name of the family is displayed on each boat. Lake Bled is a glacial lake formed after the last ice age. It has a turquoise and sometimes emerald colour because of minerals suspended in the water. At its heart sits Bled Island, the only natural island in Slovenia. Perched on the island stands the Church of the Assumption of Mary, a beautiful Baroque-style church with a tall bell tower. On the other side of the lake is Bled Castle, the oldest castle in Slovenia. Our trip to the island had taken a blissful 20 minutes. Now it was time to dock, take in the incredible surrounding Julian Alps, and make our way ashore to explore what this island has to offer. 99 steps is the first thing it has to offer, but more about those later. Are you having fun, Rach? Once you've made your way up the steps, most people stop for an ice cream, but not us today. No, we wanted to climb that bell tower. So that's exactly what we did. It cost us an extra €12 per person to do this, and once again, there are 99 steps to the top. The tower stands at 52 metres high, and the vistas were perfect. You get to see the clock mechanism up here too, which is pretty cool. But next up, it was down 99 steps, outside, and then into the Church of the Assumption of Mary, where there is a wishing bell. It was installed in 1533 and was a gift from Pope Clement VII. Visitors are encouraged to ring the bell 3 times whilst making a heartfelt wish.
Ready?
Yeah.
Any idea what I wished for? It was the same thing we both wished for. Now let's see if those wishes come true. How are you finding Lake Bled, Rach?
This has got to be one of the most beautiful places we've ever been to. Glacial, blue, clear lakes, stunning, stunning views, mountains all around. We've already fallen in love with Slovenia. We've already said, even on the drive across, all the forests, talk of the wildlife. We're definitely coming back here. Marella Cruises, we said this last time, once again, we just feel a little bit rushed that we haven't got enough time here, but that's what cruising's about. It's a taster, and we'll be back.
Well said, Rach. Right, before we head back, it's time for some sustenance. What are we having?
There's a cake famous to this island called potica. It comes in all different flavours, but traditional is walnut, and it's eaten at Easter and at when, Wills?
Christmas, but it's only August. Who cares?
Let's give it a try. It's said to be very dry. It's supposed to be washed down with white wine, but it's midday, so no. It's like bread cake. You'll like it.
Yes, give me our Christmas cake any day of the week. One last fact, lots of weddings take place here, and here's one right now. The groom is supposed to carry his bride up the 99 steps. No thanks, we'll just board our Pletner and get ready to sail back to shore. It had been a lovely, albeit short visit. I have the feeling we'll be back. There were lots of people swimming in the lake, and it did look so refreshing. Next time we'd love to swim. A dunked hand was as close as I got this time. Another tranquil 20 minutes passed, and then we were back at the shore. Yes, those teens in the water certainly had the right idea. What a beautiful place. But now we're following Snow White Christmas back to the bus. It does seem to be a popular resort town, with lots of people sunbathing and swimming along the lakeside. Our bus took us to the town centre, only a 3-minute drive away, and then we were free to explore for 50 minutes. We'd not finished the bread cake as it was really dry. Let's try a Bled cream cake instead. And what a setting to eat it in.
Again, this has got to be one of the most beautiful spots I've ever eaten anything, let alone a piece of cake. We've got a piece of the Bled cream cake. There's no motorised boats, vehicles allowed on the lake, so it's really peaceful. There's no engine noise at all. There might be a thunderstorm coming, but we're going to tuck into this Bled cream cake, and that means that we've really been to Lake Bled.
That's what the locals say anyway. It was very, very creamy and very, very sweet. Thoughts?
It's like a vanilla slice with less of the pastry layers and more custard. I like it.
Since all we'd had today was one mouthful of bread cake, it was very welcome, and to eat it under the imposing Bled Castle was amazing. We didn't venture too far as we didn't have a lot of time. There was a summer market on with lots of food and drink stalls and even a little performance space. It made for a very pleasant walk, but we just couldn't take our eyes away from those views. It is possible to take a horse and carriage ride. You're not going to drive your horse and carriage through the narrow market, are you? Yes, it seems you are. After watching some garlic flatbreads being made, we thought, do you know what? It's time for a beer. Let's find a pub. Cheers. That alpine coaster looks amazing, and we will so be doing that next time we're here. But
it looks like the thunderstorm is just about to hit, but it's time to go back to the bus. We are definitely going to be back here.
Bus found, a cheeky 3 hours later, and
we're back at the ship, but we've got quite a few hours before we sail, so we're going to go and have a quick trot around Koper, as the town is literally a 5-minute walk, so let's go and see what we can find.
The lift is right opposite the cruise terminal, then a 5-minute walk and you're in the town square. And what a beautiful town square it is too. And look at that, another wedding. They do love a wedding in Slovenia. We popped into the Cathedral of the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary. We admired the famous painting by Vittore Carpaccio of the Madonna with Child on the throne and 6 saints. Saw a lovely organ and then decided against the bell tower. We'd already done one today. It was time for a quick mooch around town. Ice cream was open, but not a lot else was. We think it was siesta time. It's a really quaint old town and quite small. There seemed to be a lot of places to eat and drink. We walked all the way through the old town and then thought, do you know what? Let's head back to the main square and have a beer. What have you got, Wills?
We've just asked for a Slovenian beer and this one's turned up Lashko. It is delicious. If you come to Slovenia, I recommend Lashko.
And I second that. Cheers.
But way more important, give us some costs, lad.
Just popped into the supermarket to buy 2 of those beers that we've just had in the bar. One for me and one for me dad. €1.29 each. We're definitely coming back to Slovenia.
What a fabulous country. But we still weren't done. We wanted to check out the town beach. If you turn right out of the cruise port, this is about a 5-minute walk away. It was pretty busy, and if I was still working on the ships, it would be the kind of place I'd have come to. Give us your review, Wills.
We've just popped to the town beach. We've had a little look around. We haven't filmed too much because there's lots of half-naked people. And it's cool. There's like play areas for the kids. There's a little sand pit. There's a bit of sand. It's a bit pebbly. There's lots of swimming places. There's bars. There's cafes and things. Glad we didn't kind of come here instead of going where we did, but we'd probably come again. Maybe. Or maybe we'd try and find another beach.
Finally. It had been a long old day, but it was back to the ship. And what did we find? A lovely towel crab looking fab. Over to you, Wills. It's now a lovely towel crab looking drab. Oh, do get on with it.
All showered and refreshed, and we're off to try the Piccadilly for us tea.
Ooh. Did you get into Piccadilly?
No.
How about Vistas? Oh dear.
OK, there was a wait on Piccadilly and Vistas, so it's the main dining room again.
We didn't mind. Just for the heads up, both Piccadilly and Vistas are included in your cruise fare, but it's limited seating and not pre-bookable, so first come, first served. Tonight it was salmon and chicken Caesar salads to start. Wine, of course. I then had fish pie and Wills had tofu balls. Not literally, obviously. Obligatory dessert shot, then apple pie for Wills and caramel sundae for me. We also got talking to Matt and Amanda. Hiya! Then it was off to the theatre for tonight's show. This show was all about saving a record store, and although we missed the first bit, it was our favourite show of the week as the storyline was really clear. Once again, excellent job, guys. There was dancing in the atrium with the dance professionals, but not many people were up for that. You go, girl. Aaron then played and sang in flutes. We stuck our heads into the game show in the Squid and Anchor, but these really aren't our thing. We're much more your walk-on-deck types. Another thing we don't really do is the silent disco. People did seem up for it, but compared to Costa Pacifica's last year, it did seem a bit tame, and dare we say, a bit British. She was having a great time though. You go, girl. Last time I danced there was in 1997 and Tex-Mex night in the Caribbean. How times have changed. It was the Indigo for us, a bedtime glass of wine, and the Collective. It had been a long old day. Some rowdy revellers were giving it large in the casino. The silent disco was still going. We wish we had their energy. But for us, it was time to turn in, have a good night's sleep, and finish this video. We cannot believe this is the end of the first diary vlog already.
We're loving it, aren't we?
Oh, having a great time. I love this ship.
Yeah, it's great.
I really do. I know I'm a bit biased because I used to work on it when we were Celebrity Century and all that, but it's a really well laid out ship.
It is.
You can find your way around easily. Nothing is down a little secret staircase or you have to know to go round this, round that. It's just easy.
It is, and the staff are lovely.
Oh, the staff are amazing.
Great.
Yeah.
Something we've said about Marella staff. We've been on quite a few cruise lines now, and the staff on Marella, for some reason, maybe it's just us, but they always seem happier.
Happier,
chattier,
good
friendlier.
morale. Yeah, just genuinely having a good time as well compared to some of the other lines. Travel day was good.
It was okay.
It was fine.
It was a long day.
Stayed in the airport hotel. Flight was on time. Got our bags. We were on bus 1. I think we were out possibly in the first 10 people on the ship, which was
great.
Fantastic.
There was loads of people still from the previous week, because some people were doing a 2-weeker, but there was hardly anyone on.
No, it was brilliant. I had a good old mooch around.
And even now, to be honest, with however many 1,800 or so people on it. Still feels empty at times.
I mean, the pool doesn't at times, but tell you what I am enjoying.
What's that?
By the pool, the no children on the ship.
I don't know if it'll be snobby or anything, but it's pretty nice.
You can actually get in the pool without somebody dive bombing over your head. And kids love water, of course they do, and they love to play. But it is actually nice to be able to slip in, do a little swim, and slip out.
We haven't been in a cruise ship pool for a while, have we? Because of the kids.
Sea Day was fab. We'll say another good thing about Marella, their entertainment during the day on sea days, or all over really.
Quizzes that we're no good at.
Yeah, they are great. There's always something to do. We don't get bored. Literally, we woke up, thought, what should we do? Did some stuff, lunchtime, did some more stuff, tea time.
Thought we were going to be bored.
Yeah,
Next thing we knew was 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. And then we did Bled. It was stunning.
We need to go back.
Yeah, I think we've decided a Slovenian holiday is for us. Not just because Bled is beautiful.
But because the beer's cheap.
And not just because the beer's cheap.
Okay.
Just the whole country. We drove pretty much across the whole of Slovenia, and it's just forests. They were telling us about bears and wild boars.
Ooh, yeah.
The mountains are stunning. And then Lake Bled. Wow, wow, wow. What a place.
It's beautiful. In my ignorance, I didn't realise it was so close to Austria as well, which we love.
Close to everywhere.
I know.
It's a tiny, tiny country. And flights are quite cheap with these jets.
I've never even thought about Slovenia before.
No.
But it's right up there on the radar now.
We really are thinking about that. Anyway, let's round this up. You've sat through enough of Postcard and a Pint for one day.
But make sure you check next week, because next week's going to be ace.
Ace. We're going to Italy.
And a lot more places.
A lot more places. So if you'd like this video...
If you'd hit the bell, if you do the like thing. And hello to all the people that have spoken to us so far and all that.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy the video.
We love meeting you all. Let's round this up with, as we say...
In Postcard and a Pint,
cheers to the good times.
Why did the bicycle fall over?
I don't know.
Because it was too tired.
Oh.